So you were looking for a travel destination. Somehow you thought of going to Japan, but you were not sure because you don't know anything about Japan. So I'm here with a video to tell you some basics about traveling to Japan. These basic information facts will help you understand the basic information before you make up your mind to travel to Japan. So welcome to Education Japan. I am Deepti Singh, your admissions counselor for Japanese universities. So in this video, I am going to share some facts with you which will be very helpful for you to understand how to plan your travel to Japan. Some basic facts. So let's start with the airlines. So there are few major airlines that operate between India to Japan. There are several airlines, I would say, but very few airlines that provide direct flight. So now this direct flight from India to Japan is approximately 8 hours. And these direct flights are available only from Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore. And these flights are to Tokyo, Osaka and maybe few other major cities. So let's look at the flight options that you have. So primarily there are three airlines that provide you direct flights from India to Japan. So first is Air India, of course. So Air India has direct flights from Delhi to Japan, Tokyo primarily, and these flights can range anything between 40,000 rupees to 60,000 rupees for a round trip, or upwards depending on, of course, when you book them, how early you are in your booking, or the season also, right? Japan Airlines is the next flight that offers direct flights. Japan Airlines is a premium airline, so obviously it will be little more expensive. It can be anything between 45,000 rupees to 70,000 rupees for a round trip. ANA Airlines is much more economical. It's a Japanese airline, and it has direct flights from Bangalore also to Tokyo, and of course from Delhi and other airports in India. This can also cost you anything between 40,000 to 80,000 rupees for a round trip. There is usually a sale that ANA offers every quarter. So if you are particularly looking for economical airfares, you might want to wait for that sale and book it at that time. Now, there are other flights which are available, and these flights are like Vietnam Airlines or Cathay Pacific Airlines. There are other airlines also which operate between India and Japan, but they are not direct, and they will have a transit in Hong Kong or in Vietnam or any other city. These flights can actually be much cheaper than these, but what you have to consider is I think two factors again. One is the luggage allowance. So in many flights I have seen that they are offered for cheap, but when you look at the luggage allowance, it's very limited. So in economy class, most airlines allow 20 to 23 kgs and 7 kg of carry-on bag, while the business class it is 30 to 32 kgs. For example, JAL Airlines has a special scheme for students, for additional luggage. So likewise, I'm sure there would be other airlines with their own policies. So you must check what is the luggage allowance, especially if you're a student or you are going to migrate there for a long time. Then of course the luggage capacity, you will need a larger luggage capacity. Now, next up is accommodation. So what kind of accommodations are available in Japan? So you must have heard of, there are so many reels that trend about their small hotels, and that it's very expensive to stay in a hotel in Japan. So let me make it more clear to you. So there are basically three types of accommodations that are available for tourists. One is the hotels. Of course, there are hotels, any premium chains are also available, and then there are chains which are more affordable. and these prices can range anything between 5,000 rupees to upwards of, if it's a premium hotel, it can be very expensive, but for a medium range hotel, it can be anything from 5,000 rupees to 15,000 rupees per night. There are hostels which are very convenient, and there are dorms also, bunk beds, so you can choose those also, and they will vary from 1500 yen, which is about 700 rupees, to maybe 5,000 per night. 5,000 rupees I'm saying per night, and that will be like 10,000 yen. There are ryokans also in Japan. These ryokans are basically the traditional inns. They are very aesthetically planned. They will have a garden or maybe a hot spring, which is onsen. So this is basically to experience the traditional Japanese hospitality, and of course these ryokans, they are so tastefully developed, so they are more expensive. They can range anything from 10,000 rupees a night to 20,000 rupees a night. So now you must be wondering, where in Japan can you go? Where should you basically land, and what should you see, which cities to cover? So let me just tell you some of the major attractions and the major cities that usually tourists go to. So one is Tokyo, of course. Most tourists land in Tokyo either in Narita Airport or Haneda Airport, which are the two international airports in Tokyo. And Tokyo is I would say most part of Tokyo is a very modern and a city to be like, very hustling, bustling and busy. But there are pockets of Tokyo which are traditional, like Asakusa, and there are some parks. There are Yogi Park. So there are pockets which are more, peaceful and traditional. Kyoto is the next city that most people go to. Kyoto was a traditional capital of Japan. It was a capital for several decades, and Kyoto, that is why, has lot of cultural heritage sites. These are historical sites also, so they have lot of temples throughout the city. They are scattered all over the city, and Kyoto has a very different vibe. More bicycles you will see there. It's a much smaller city, and people absolutely enjoy Kyoto because this side of Japan is totally unseen. But definitely when they go to Kyoto and they see the cultural and the religious side of Japan, then they understand the way Japan has been able to keep both the traditions and the modernity alive in their country. Next is Osaka. Osaka is also known as the food capital of Japan. Lot of focus on food. There is Universal Studios also in Osaka. Lot of people travel to Osaka also. Then there is Hokkaido. Hokkaido is up in north, and it is much colder, and it is perfect for nature lovers. And Hokkaido is also popular for its fresh fish, and it is popular for its very tasty dairy products. So you can actually visit that if you like skiing, stunning landscapes, snow. So for those of you who are looking for those experiences, you can include Hokkaido also on your list. Next is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki, because of the bombing sites, there are tourists who specifically travel to Nagasaki and Hiroshima to visit these sites, know more about the history. So I hope this video helped you to gather some basic information about traveling to Japan. So I have only one expectation from this video. If you have been putting down Japan from your list, after watching this video and the series of videos that we are going to bring to you about traveling to Japan, you should not put off your plans only because you don't have enough information. So we will bring you all the information that you require for traveling and also planning your visit to Japan better. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel.